Joke's on you. Ah, how you doing? You decided not to fart today before I walked in.
No. That's because I'm not sick today.
This guy ripped ass before we walked in yesterday.
I tried to.
And I told Andrew, I was like, what is it? What the hell is that smell? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I think Alex shit himself. He's sick, so you can't hold it against him.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You guys walked in, I didn't like want to say anything. I was like, well, let's just play this off.
Yeah. Alrighty, so what has been done? Wow, look at that. So the motor is out. Look at that big gaping hole. So in there is gonna go an electric motor from a Prius. Just kidding. So you've got the entire motor and trans out in less than a day.
Yeah, we actually do work here.
Wow.
Oil pans off, heads are off.
That is crazy.
So here's Nick's original motor. Now, just so you guys know, we did send out a motor of mine to speed things up. Because instead of having to pull this out and then push things around and like all that stuff, I had a motor that like we boxed up and sent right out. And it's from a CTSV, it's the same motor. And now we have Nick's. And here's our disassembly. What we found was pistons all look fantastic. Mm-hmm. Like there's not a speck of detonation on them.
Right.
It's just the car was running clean.
Yeah, this was the, just so everyone knows, this is the motor that bent the rod, and we're about to show you here in a second.
It's actually two of them. One of them a little bit more than the other.
That's what a rod should look like right there. And this is the bent one. Yeah. That's noticeably bent. And then you think this one's bent.
Yeah, and that one looks like it's
a little bit maybe. Oh yeah, I see there at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you can actually see how it was hitting off of the counterweight of the crank then, because
and that's what you were saying about it was making that noise, that like clunking noise basically that we heard then.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the pull. That's one of the reasons why I decided to go with a built LSA motor, because I want to be able to handle the power that the car will be making, and we may even make some more extra ponies. What do you think?
I think it's a good chance.
So Andrew's going to be putting my original LSA motor in his CTSV, right? You're going to send it off to LME.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so like Andrew was saying, you know, he had another LSA block, a whole motor really waiting for him. He was going to send his out to LME, but it just so happened that I was going to do the same with mine, so he ended up sending his out first, so it could basically be done quicker to get in my car. And this whole process of, you know, taking the tranny out and the engine is going to go a lot faster now that we have basically two different motors, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, you're the guy installing it. You tell the viewers.
It'll be quick.
It'll be quick. That's Eric being,
I'm still sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're still sick and you pulled a tranny and a motor out in one day.
Yep. One of the reasons why we also like used my motor was we didn't know everything that we were gonna find with yours.
Right.
If, like that cylinder wall was broken, like we would have been just like screwed.
Yeah, so might as well send a good motor to LME.
I was just gonna send you the bill if like this thing turned into, you know, a pile of like trash.
I have to get the front bumper off, and when we did the wrap, myself and Rick from Got Hook Graphics, the eagle head was just kind of pasted over, as you can see here, the separation between the front bumper and the kind of like the wheel well portion of the car. And we did that only because, well, I mean, it looks a lot better when you're looking at it from a long distance away. And we didn't really want to cut line right on the eagle's head. But unfortunately, this has got to come off. So I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and cut through the eagle head. The other side is the same way, so
We'll see how it looks on this side.
Eric's going to get me a brand new, fresh, trusty razor blade, and I'm going to do this myself. So you
I'm
or
just
you
taking
don't.
a video of it.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Oh, you don't have like an X-Acto knife?
Yeah, it's
I can
like-
put
it
this
looks-
in like a...
Oh yeah, put it in a holder, yeah.
Lauren, do you want to do it?
Oh, hell no. I gotta drive home with him, and I gotta live with him.
Originally I was thinking of just taking this back and peeling it back.
And then we'd never get it back on.
That's what I'm thinking. It might not go back on, especially if you get dirt on it.
There you go.
Alrighty, moment of truth. Lauren, you want to film me screwing up my wrap?
God, this is giving me anxiety right now.
Remember, guys, go Eagles this Sunday.
Alright, there it is. I just cut the eagle's head. Blasphemy, I know, but we got to get the bumper off somehow to add more bald eagles to the car. Old motor, new motor.
And Andrew's new motor.
I was gonna say, my motor, Andrew's motor. Now my motor, now Andrew's motor.
What? No.
Seems like a fair trade.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah, ew, ooh, ah, ew. Just like that, the front end is off. That thing sounds mad.
Sounds good now.
Heat exchange.
Oh my God.
Oh.
God.
Grabbed a PP. That thing's mad. All I thought was SpongeBob when he comes up to Patrick. He's like, Patrick, are you mad? He goes, yeah. He goes, why? He's like, you can't see my forehead.
So we got the supercharger brick back, and it has been reinforced because it was getting caved in a little bit. Sometimes it's an issue on the LSA blowers. On mine it was, so put a nice little plate there to reinforce it with CSP. What does that stand for?
You just lost another one.
What the shit?
So you're literally moving wire out of the way, and it's just falling apart.
That's why you don't use these.
Oh, this is zip tied around here. No, that's okay. Zip ties are great, man. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? I've seen a car held together by zip ties. Not my car. Your car.
Good one. Good one.
God, this drives me insane. I mean, see, it's okay to use a butt connector sometimes, but not on like
Nitrous
things that
wiring.
control your nitrous fuel solenoid. So if that quits, you're still going to spray nitrous, but not fuel. Then it's just going to explode.
The safety cutoff switch on my fuel, or actually my nitrous it would have been. So if the fuel cuts off, no, it wasn't hooked up.
It wasn't. Here's the wire pull.
The safety switch was not hooked up, so my safety was compromised for the past like 5 months.
I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it'll be hooked up this time.
Thank God. So we've run into a little issue here. What seems to be the problem?
This is what's left of a couple of your valve seals.
That doesn't look good.
They're not supposed to be in the bottom of the engine.
Oh, that's where you found them.
Yeah, in your pickup tube.
Wow.
Like jingle bells in here.
Yeah. What would have caused that?
Improper installation. Sometimes valve float can happen.
Okay.
You weren't. I know you weren't having valve float issues.
Right.
It's probably just the way they were installed. Either not pushed down far enough, or hammered down so hard that they were damaged.
Okay. Well, at least you caught it.
Yeah. It caught it.
It caught it. Yeah, that
Your
caught
screen
it.
caught it.
Yeah. So there's still stuff coming out, or
Yeah,
sort
we're
of.
gonna, we're gonna order a new one of these.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, a lot of people are asking, like, if I'm selling my old motor, but no, it's not, because I'm basically giving him my old
core
motor.
exchange.
It's a core
That's what we
exchange,
call
so
it.
that you guys know what that means. That's what basically I'm doing. And then we have the other people that are wondering why I didn't pro charge the car.
Well, I mean, you're not going to need to. That's as simple.
It's probably going to make as much as if I would pro charge it too.
I mean, you could pro charge it, and you could probably you'll run a little bit more power off of a pro charger, but then the nitrous, you probably wouldn't be able to run as much nitrous because you'd be making too much power for
the
limits
nitrous,
here.
right.
I mean, we're going to get to the max of what this engine's going to be capable of.
Yeah.
Pretty much, no matter which way we go.
And a lot of people too were asking, why didn't I just get a better block?
You would spend probably another $5,000 to $10,000 to
Yeah.
do it. So just throwing that out there. I saw in the comments a lot of people were like, oh, 2,000 horsepower pistons versus, a block that's 1,200 horsepower. Well, not everything's rated the same. So like, it would be better to have like overkill on what you could have overkill on most of the time.
Right.
So you're not going to get into a failure. Like,
Well,
the last thing you want to do is run 1,200 horsepower with a piston that's rated for 1,200 horsepower and a rod that's rated for 1,200 horsepower. I mean, then you're at your limit. Like, what?
On everything, yeah.
On everything,
So
yeah.
you can see that block is still perfectly intact from 1,100 horsepower or torque, I should say, that bent that rod. Well, there you go. Those are not going to bend.
Yeah, those are not gonna
and the
bend.
studs are better, so it won't lift ahead. And obviously, everything else is updated in that motor, the rods, So that's why. So got all the studs in, and you're ready to put a head on.
Yep.
So the black valve covers look real nice. We had these painted black. Those are the factory valve covers. I thought it would be a nice little addition to the motor to match the blower, because the blower's black.
With the possible debris in the pickup tube, that's why we're not going to put the engine in until we get a new pickup tube, because last thing you want is to take this fine motor and send whatever debris is left in there through it and screw it all up.
So you guys ordered a new one. It should be here Monday, and that's when the motor will go in. And there's the old one like we had shown previously in the video.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to find anything like that.
Yeah.
That's different.
There's always hiccups, right?
There's no like real mechanical failure. I mean, but you know, clearly, did we look at the old heads to see?
So those are the original heads on the old motor, and I'm missing 3 on here, 3 seals.
Yeah, this one's just all smashed up.
That one's smashed up. And what would that cause? I mean, would that cause
oil
any?
will go down past the guide and into the runner.
Detonation as well, because
from the oil. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good thing that did not happen.
Well, I mean, I guess it was happening, but I mean, there was no detonation that we could tell on the old engine. So, I mean, that's good.
So even though we've run into a few issues that we'll have to sort out, no big deal. The motor will be going in Monday, and I'm really excited for that. This is happening extremely fast. Not used to this happening this quickly, but regardless, I'm extremely excited, and the car should honestly start up probably this week, probably towards the end of the week, and then it'll be tuned immediately after, and it's gonna make some big power for sure. So as always, I want to give a very, very big shout out to Complete Street Performance for killing it and taking care of my car. Stay tuned for the next video. The motor will go in, and I'll try to show again as much of that process as possible. It's very hard to do it because I do work a day job, like I've said in many videos prior to this, and coming home after an 8-hour day and then going an hour and a half to Westchester, which is where CSP is located, and then trying to film as much as possible there. It gets hard sometimes, but I will get as much footage for you guys as possible. So thank you again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big, big thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are coming here for the first time, and have a great day.